today we are going to work on the CRX a little bit. I actually forgot to pound in on the frame for the clearance on the alternator before I painted it, which really sucks. I really wish I would have done that before I painted the engine bay, but yeah, you pretty much have to pound a like a relief slot in the frame so the alternator clears in the engine bay, because the B series engine is a lot bigger and these engine bays are pretty small compared to other Hondas, and the alternator will actually rub on the frame in this area here. So what you need to do is you need to pound in a section, you know, around in this area here, pretty much directly below the I would say like right in between the shock tower bolt, or the shock bolt, and the control arm bolt here. Right in between here and down. So like right in this area here is where you need to pound in a relief. So they say about 3/8 to, or 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch is good. So we're going to do that now, considering I forgot to do it before I painted. Alright, now that we're done banging the sledgehammer around, it looks like shit. All the paint came off, so that's great. And then, yeah, we dented it in, you know, about a lot. You know, considering here, you can feel it, it goes down, you know, whatever. That just made no sense. But yeah, I dented in a lot of this. You can see where the paint's gone, and you can see kind of where I hit it with the sledgehammer to dent it in, to clear for that damn alternator. Now, I've been reading online that some guys say you don't even need to do this, and you can just use a certain alternator with a certain belt. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to dent it in because I don't feel like pulling the motor back out once I get it back in to dent the frame. So, yeah, whatever. I'm going to be using a D series alternator though, so hopefully that is a little bit smaller than a B series one, and I'm just going to make it work somehow. So yeah. Now I'm actually going to paint over where I just banged over. I'm going to paint over where I just banged over. So I got the spot painted where I hammered in, and now that's not looking like shit as much. Paint covered a lot of it back up. Too bad it's like super cold out today and there's not a lot of heat in the engine bay, so the paint's not sticking very well, but at least it covered up, you know, the majority of where I hit it with a sledgehammer. Also have pretty good news, not really good news, but the seller that from Puerto Rico that I bought these pistons from, he actually refunded me my money because we're assuming that they got lost or stolen in shipping, and I got my money back, so that's awesome. And I ordered another set from a different seller that is actually in Illinois, and I'm in Wisconsin, so they're actually scheduled to be here tomorrow. So I'll have all the stuff to put the B20 bottom end together tomorrow, so definitely be on the lookout for that video coming. The only thing that I really need for the B20 to be done is I need a B16 water pump, and then I need a GSR timing belt, I think, which I have neither of those things. The cylinder head that I have actually had a couple bent valves because that head actually came off of a motor that broke a rod, and I think it sent the piston up into the head a little bit and ended up bending the valves a little. So I got a hookup from my homie Chris. He actually had another cylinder head that he let me pretty much have. So I'm going to take some valves out of that head and put them into the head that I have. I'm just waiting on a tool from my buddy that he has, because it's a special tool to be able to get the valves out of a B series cylinder head. You can't just use like a C-clamp style, so that sucks. I'm waiting on that tool, and then yeah, we should be all good to go. My heads are actually at the machine shop right now getting tested to let me know what valves are bad. And then once I know what valves are bad, I can switch the valves with you know, the other cylinder head or whatever the case. Right, so I had another issue with my rear motor mount on the CRX. I was unsure of what way it was supposed to go on, because the factory one looks like this, and it has one bolt in the front and then two in the rear, and on the subframe it has 4 holes. So I'll show you here. it has 4 slots. The Hassport mount has 2. It doesn't have the 3 like the original does. So I was unsure if it went on this side, on the 2 left side bolt holes, or if it went on the right. After doing a little bit of research, I went on Hassport's website, and they stated in the instructions for these specific motor mounts that you're supposed to use the right side bolt holes if you're looking at the engine bay from the front. And they also say the driver's side bolt holes to be able to use these mounts with the B series and the Integra DA rear T-bracket, which is what I have as well. Now that I got the mount installed onto the subframe there, I am actually going to be cleaning up some stuff. I actually installed the wipers and the wiper cover thing, as well as the wiper motor. I got all that back in, and yeah, she's almost ready to get a motor put back in. Like I said, those pistons are going to be here tomorrow, so yes, I'm excited. And since I'm excited, I'm actually going to be cleaning the engine and the transmission that's going into this thing, just because I want it to, you know, kind of look good, I guess, just because the car's a pile of shit. I want to pop the hood and kind of be proud of what I got, I guess. Even though it's a pile of shit, I want to show people it doesn't matter what you're driving, you can still kind of, you know, make some shit happen. I got the engine soaking currently with oven cleaner. This is just like the off-brand Walmart. It's like $2 or something for this oven cleaner. And I actually got this idea from my friend Pete. His channel is called SWRNC, Southwest Rod and Custom. He also has another channel called DIY Auto School, and he does a bunch of body work and stuff like that. And he actually just put a video out of how to clean, you know, your engine and how to degrease your engine and whatnot. A lot of the degreasers and stuff that you buy like at AutoZone or whatever, they're like $10 a can, and they have like the weakest chemicals possible, so like it does virtually nothing. So I mean, you could probably use Windex and a fucking hose and it would work better than half the cleaners you buy at AutoZone. So he said that the oven cleaner works good, and I'm testing it out right now to verify that. So like I said, I'm just gonna leave it soak. It says leave it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll see what the outcome is here in a little bit. So I just put another coat of oven cleaner on the tranny and the motor here, all around, just to let it soak up for a while again. And in the meantime, while I'm letting that soak, I've been letting my oil pump and rear main seal soak up pretty good. And you can just watch the satisfaction right here if I spray it with some brake cleaner. Look at that. Looks brand new. Mint. I got all this stuff sitting here. It's been sitting for about 10-15 minutes. And I took just a can of brake cleaner. I would take a hose and just kind of hose all this shit off. But it's 26 degrees out right now. So the hose is frozen. So that won't work. But I do have brake cleaner. And I just took brake cleaner to the front of the engine here. And as you can see, there's literally no dirt, no nothing left. This is just paint that was on this engine, but there's absolutely no dirt or grease or anything left on the engine. So, starting on the tranny now. The tranny was really caked full of shit. So, all I did here was spray this section right here with brake cleaner. As you can see, this part's kind of clean, and then this part isn't. This is just from it soaking with the oven cleaner, and I'm kind of just hitting some of the spots with a wire brush just to kind of break up some of the shit, and then we'll hit it with the brake cleaner, and hopefully all this shit will come right off. Look at that. That's literally the one spot I sprayed. Crazy how good this works. This would work a lot better if I had a pressure washer or a hose. I said fuck it. I came down to the car wash, and I'm going to use the pressure washer here to help kind of pressure wash some of this gunk off the tranny and the motor and the intake manifold that I'm cleaning off. I just gave it another dosage of oven cleaner, and And now that the oven cleaner's been sitting for a little while, I'm going to get the pressure washer here and start spraying a lot of this shit off. Alright, so the pressure washer definitely helps a lot. This shit is like brand new now, and the oven cleaner definitely helps a lot. It helps break up the, you know, the grease and shit. But yeah, pressure washer just blows all of it right off. So that's awesome. I'm here, you know, doing the tranny and shit, and I'm actually got the tranny draining right now at the car wash. Fuck it. There wasn't fucking anything in it really, but as you can see, the tranny looks brand new. That is awesome. Back here, some of the shit is kind of just like stained into the aluminum. So a lot of that's kind of not going to come off unless you really get like a wire brush or something on it. But there's no like actual grease left on it anywhere. So that is awesome. And I'm very pleased with the results. Here's the intake. Super clean as well. This was like spray painted blue before, but definitely got all the dirt off of it at least. And then the engine here looks phenomenal. Obviously you don't want to leave the water inside like the engine or the tranny, so I'm gonna, you know, I drained the tranny already. And the motor, when I get home, I'm gonna blow it off with the compressed air and get some oil in the cylinders and shit. But yeah, this thing looks awesome. There's still some shit that's like caked on here, but it got like 95% of the dirt and the gunk off, as you can see. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Just kind of cleaning some shit up and getting ready for my pistons to come tomorrow so we can slap this bottom end together and get this CRX on the road. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a boss. Jacksepticeye, I don't know if you've ever seen him, but that's his outro every time. It's hilarious. But yeah, so yeah, like the video if you guys enjoy this shit, and subscribe if you're new. So until next time, we'll see you later, and thanks for watching.